Massive explosion, guys. Massive explosion out of Tennessee. Breaking news, 19 people missing. 19 people. It's nuts. They had a little presser here. It's coming up right now. Give me a second to rebroadcast this to everybody else.
No, they're about to do a little presser here shortly.
Start ops.
Yeah, I have no idea. Like they've been doing cut-ins and all kind of shit. I haven't been able to do anything. Yeah, they're sheriff's people just showed up.
Massive explosion, guys.
There's a roadblock, and you just have to tell them who you're with and show your press credentials. And maybe show them press credentials.
At some type of explosive facility.
All right. Are you still alive?
Explosion reported at Accurate Energy Systems in Bucksnort, Tennessee area.
It's funny that we're 10% live in Hickman County. Yeah.
19 people unaccounted for. Holy crap.
I'm checking the mic stream. Like, hey, can you give some mic just so you're up there?
Hey, I'm doing, Ryan wanted me to film the press conference on my phone for Facebook Live, so I won't be able to call in. Yeah, I'll send it to you.
Yeah, we got a signal.
Mary, thank you for the 10. Appreciate that.
No, I was just filling everybody on my check.
Yeah, thank you so much.
This is crazy. I want to try to find out too what kind of stuff these people do over there.
It's pulled up, but it could be any minute now. Okay.
Like right now, it says,
Cameron, they have a signal. We should be good. They have a signal on us.
So no thing, don't worry about the reason.
I would do it just in case.
Okay.
And as soon as they get here, they'll do everything.
Thank you. What she said? She said soon.
what'd she say, Ryan?
We're waiting on one other spot.
Okay. Let me get in here beside you guys. Oh my God, this thing weighs 2 million pounds.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move like more toward the sun. Do y'all think we should
Yeah, that's
move
fine.
this way?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I mean, I hate to blind people, but still, it looks better for us.
It does.
You want me to check that mic?
Sounds good.
So this place is called Accurate Energetic Systems in Bucksnort, Tennessee area.
5.
There's no 5 filter. Come on now. I haven't got a 5.
Social media comments say they felt the explosion in Williamson and Maury counties. My entire house shook.
Mic check. Check the mic. But
How close can I get?
tell them that to buy a damn cord that's at least 8 foot long. Come on.
God, these motherfucker. The explosion's impact was felt by Bates' wife, who was working at her home in Lyles, Tennessee, about an hour away. People felt that explosion that far. Several calls from residents who felt the ground shake with plumes of smoke coming from the scene. Emergency workers are asked to stay away. Let me skip forward to this restaurant.
4, 5.
There's some things that I want to, this is pre-camera, okay, if you don't mind.
Above
Yeah,
the
if you don't
volume.
mind, please. We're going to be short, sweet, simple, to the point right now. This is massive. And we've got some families that we've still got to let know what's going on. We've got some families that's we've got to get in contact with. and we're going to definitely try to be mindful of that. We're going to say a few things. I don't know that we're going to take any questions. I don't feel like we need to at this point. For those of you that's worked with me before, I always try to get you some kind of footage, some, I guess for lack of better words, B footage. I could probably do that in this situation, but it's going to have to be from a distance. This scene is a very violent scene. Okay, so if I do that, and I'm going to have to we're going to get with Wendell, Mr. Stinson from the iCkEdMeL, and we'll discuss that. So what I'd like to do now is talk to you about this, and then I'll take about an hour and try to get most of all the families, if y'all will be patient with me, talk to the families, get them notified, and then we'll come back and organize from here, and we'll try to escort you in and at least try to get you some footage. Okay? You got a camera blocked right there with that young lady. I don't know. I just didn't want you blocked.
Oh, she's good. She's good.
Yeah. All right. Yes. We'll let's go on the record. Y'all ready? All right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. About 7:45 this morning, we had a very devastating blast at Accurate Arms. Very devastating blast. It encompassed one whole building that was on the facilities. We do have several people at this time that's unaccounted for. We are trying to be mindful of families and that situation. We do have some folks, we can confirm that we do have some that are deceased, but we're going to go back and, like I say, talk to these families, notify these families, and let these families know what's going on. We do have the scene as secure as possible at this time. You may hear some smaller explosions around the scene, but they are things that we have taken into consideration. We know that it's secure. The scene is secure as far as no more mass explosions or larger explosions. We do have the ATF on scene with us. We have the State Fire, Bomb, and Arson with us, TBI and Homeland Security as well. We're working this as a joint operation between Humphreys County and Hickman County. As you can see behind me is Sheriff Kraft. We also have our Odell Pointer, which is our EMA director. And forgive me, sir, I didn't remember your name with my Hickman County EMA director. We've got a lot of moving parts. We got a very big investigation. This is not going to be something that we're going to be like a car wreck or something like that we're just going to clean up the debris and leave. We're going to probably be here for a few days. Again, we're trying to take as much time as was needed. Right now, we're prioritizing people that are involved, their families, and trying to be very compassionate toward them. Am I leaving out anything, Sheriff?
No, sir. That's kind of where we're at right now. We're, as the sheriff said, we are at the beginning stages of all of this, so we're getting information. We're getting information, just minute by minute, and we're going to continue to build on that and do what we need to do. So, just with that, like I said, just keep the families and everyone in your prayers as we go through this the next few days.
Just to clarify, Sheriff, if you don't mind, could you characterize when you say individuals, the number of people involved, either injured or deceased? Is this above a dozen, below a dozen? Do you have any type of understanding?
I don't want to put that kind of information out there right now because we are vetting that. We've had such a massive response that now we're trying to slow down, identify things. And for those of you that was around me during the flood, we had some mistakes during the flood of some things that was put out there as names and numbers and that kind of thing. And I don't want that today. We're trying to be very methodical in what we're doing and making sure that we take the time to recognize and find out each and every one of these individuals and their family. And I'm putting these families and anybody that's involved first and foremost right now. As I say, we got the scene secure. I want to also talk about iCkEdMeL Arms. iCkEdMeL is open their arms to us. They're cooperating with us in any way and every way possible. They're wanting to figure out this just as much as we are. So that's where we're at right now. And I appreciate everybody here. I appreciate the information. Again, I'd just like to ask for us all to be mindful of the families and everybody.
Speaking of families, I understand they're at gate 3. What should families be doing if they're seeing this right now? What are you advising them to do who have not been able to make contact with loved ones?
Good question. And we're trying to get that information. We're working with their HR. We're trying to get family members. We're trying to get names. I think we've got somebody on the phone system that if people call in, we've got that information. And we're also establishing some critical incident team members that's responding and trying to be here for the family, along with clergy and chaplains. So we're getting all that together. But with all that said, I'd like to conclude here, and we'll try to be back. If you'll give us, I see that it's 11 o'clock. I'd like to get back here maybe at 12. I want to go up and communicate with the other law enforcement agencies to make sure that we can get y'all in and get you some footage.
Is it located in the county?
You are right on the county line, half and half, and that's why I say we're working this, and he and I are married at the hip, Mr. Stinson.
I don't know the map, and I just wondered if it was
It's
Some of it is actually Hickman, and some of it is Humphreys. So, yeah.
And you know, it's one of those things that I've often said. It don't matter if there's something that's going to happen. For those of you that know me, if there's something happen, we're going to take care of what needs to be done. Together, everybody achieves more, and we're going to stay together and make sure we handle this situation the best we can. All right.
You did a good job here.
I appreciate. Well, there was just some things, and I wanted to clarify that. But I also want to, we're doing that to try to be respectful of the family. So I appreciate that very much, and I appreciate you guys. Yes, sir.
Explosion. Did this happen at one specific building? Was it a storage building, or do we know if it was at like a main plant? Or?
At 7:45 a.m. this morning, there was a devastating explosion, and we're going to get that information out. We're going to clarify things. Let me get to that, because if I start naming particulars, I don't need to do that right now. Okay? All right. Anything else? Odell?
Thanks, guys. Appreciate
Our public information officer, Gray Collier, y'all probably already met. She's going to be around here at Gray, and if you've got questions, she can contact us. Okay.
Great.
So we'll be back. How are you sitting?
Hey, John, we just finished the press conference.
So this place,
The information.
they want to be able to talk to the families. They want to be able to talk to the families. Hold on one second. Let me see if there's any other live feed. Oh, there's. I want to show this clip though. AZ Intel posted this. This is like some B-roll of what the place looks like. The aftermath. Really, really nasty, huge explosion. This place is called Accurate Energetic Systems. It's in Bucksnort, Tennessee. Reportedly 19 people missing, and he made it sound like probably a couple of fatalities. I did find some video footage of like helicopter scene out there. Just trying to see if there's something. I want to see if they flew over the area. Let me show you this here. Oh, that's messed up, man. Wow. Oh, okay. So here, you're gonna be able to see it here. This shit doesn't even look real. Look how crazy this looks.
And a wide range of other munitions. All right, so we've elevated up here. We do see, we do have a huge response here, like a staging area, if you will. several emergency responders. This is a pretty large campus. We believe this to be building number 6. Are you still getting a signal?
The facility, the site is roughly 1,300 acres. They do AES designs, manufactures, handles, and stores energetic products and explosives aimed at defense, aerospace, and commercial demolition markets.
10-4, thank you.
I mean,
okay, obviously a complete loss. We're understanding this is building number 6.
Building number 6.
This is Senior Chief Photographer Mike Rose, pilot Jason Morgan. Flying over the campus of Accurate Energetic Systems.
Oh, so there's different campuses. Okay.
And with report of a very large explosion, we received several calls from people that lived in the area that they could feel the explosion. We launched shortly after from John Tune Airport, and within 5 minutes or so of our flight, we could see a large plume of smoke in the air. So I don't know if this is a storage building, but the building is a total loss. I'm going to zoom into these cars right here.
Completely gone.
And you can
I mean,
see,
it's pieces.
Quite a bit of damage as well.
For it to come back. I mean, that whole place leveled. It says the product lines include pelletized explosives, bulk explosives, melt pour charges, shaped charges, demolition charges, boosters. This went black for a bit. So it says they have 8 specialized production buildings plus test and quality labs. AES holds ISO 9001 2015 certification. So something else I was curious about is whether they had past incidents. Look at this car. I mean, the thing, it's in pieces, small pieces. Everything is just leveled. Apparently, April 16, 2014, there was an explosion and fire that occurred at the McWin plant within the same region of the housing, ammunition, and explosive businesses that killed 1 person and injured at least 3 people.
Yeah,
Speculation.
I have no idea. I've got my 2X on. That's about as close as I can get. No idea. Okay.
Doesn't even look real. So crazy. I guess the quality of the camera and the zooming in, but there's no time to react to this. It's just, I guess, instantaneous. And what building they said this? I think they said, was it building 6? Let me see.
Check 1 2. Mike, check 1 2. Check.
Closing. Haley, thank you for the 5. I'm sorry, but anyone that was near that place or in it cannot survive more than a couple of facilities. Building 6. want to see what's wow. I don't know what's in building 6, but it says they handle bulk energetics, high explosives, cast charges, melt pour operations, press pelletized explosives, load assemble pack, testing, inspection, R&D, and development. That is horrible, man. Especially for those people that know they have family out there that work in that facility.
Camera up. We have all these little green, just about as far as I can zoom in here. I can't really quite tell what those are.
That's what I was wondering too. What's all that green stuff?
Plastics of some type all over the place. And then the building is just a total loss. We still have fire.
At first I thought it was like really like grass, but the quality of the video was just bad. But I guess it's like all this green stuff that exploded everywhere. Marky Piglet, thank you for the 10. Given what this company does, hope this was not deliberate hit on our infrastructure. Friends, family, with loved ones working in Building 6 are beside themselves. Wow. Let me see if this reporter...
All right, folks, it's Will Nunley once again with you here as we bring you ongoing coverage of this explosion scene here at Accurate Energetic. This is just along the Humphreys-Hickman County line. You see Gate 1 behind me. This is just one of the access points where at this hour emergency crews continue to arrive. In the scene here behind us, we have a couple of different life flight helicopters. We have both Vanderbilt Life Flight here as well as Air Evac on the scene. We've seen these helicopters arriving throughout the morning. We have not been seeing them lifting off from the area with patients. You can see that there is at least one of the Hickman County ambulances here staged behind me. We've also seen about 6 to 8 additional Hickman County, Houston County, Humphrey County ambulances in this area staged here. They will go in this gate. Again, this is gate 1 where some of this emergency response is happening. They'll come into this area and then kind of still use it as a staging area. We just saw, and I'm sure as you're scrolling and as you're getting information like we are, you may have seen some of that first video from News Channel 5 WTVF's helicopter. And what they're showing you is one of the buildings. We believe it is Building 6, but we're waiting to get that confirmed.
Building 6.
That's on this larger campus. The only way that you're going to really be able to see the damage that we've seen in some of the early visuals are just incredible, by the way. We believe that that was just one of the buildings where maybe this explosion was contained to, even though there are other buildings on the campus. But from what we are seeing and from what you are seeing from some of those early helicopter images, it is clear that this building was absolutely obliterated. There are pieces scattered throughout the campus. Where we are along the highway here, there is no debris that's visible to us. But as you start to maneuver and wind down this road onto the campus where these plants and these buildings are located, I'm being told that they're referred to as laboratories, as the laboratories with this company back there, that those buildings are kind of separated a little bit, and the explosion would have affected one of those buildings. Behind me, I'm sorry, I apologize if it's a little noisy and it's hard to hear me, but we do have Vanderbilt Life Flight taking off behind us, and from what I've seen here, there is no patient on board that helicopter. You can imagine when a call goes out for something like this, a large-scale emergency response, they work to mobilize multiple ambulances from counties in the area. They also bring in these life flight and air evac helicopters to try to get patients out as quickly as possible, because the signs would have been early on. This was an explosion. You could have burns, you could have traumatic injuries, and so to be able to get people into an ambulance, get them to a trauma center, get them in a helicopter to a trauma center would have been their first priority. So we are still waiting for confirmation from the emergency management officials. We've been in contact with them. They're going through some briefings right now as they try to understand from the company exactly how many workers would have been present at this time, how many people we could be talking about that they are looking for, if there are people and employees unaccounted for. So be wary of the numbers that you're seeing and the guesses, because at this point, nothing has been released from emergency officials here on the scene in form of a press conference or any type of official information as to how many victims we could possibly be looking for or that may be injured in this situation. So just be very cautious. These are still the very early moments of an investigation like this. I would say just within the past 20 or 30 minutes is when the initial emergency response stopped. So you can imagine they're trying to get back there to this area, get through the debris, assess the situation, understand from the company how many employees may have been on the scene at that time, and then compile that information, see if we've had any patients taken from the scene, that sort of thing. So just be patient with us as we work to get you some confirmed, accurate information here this afternoon, and this morning rather, as this is still a very fluid situation. Still the scene is unfolding for us here at this hour. But more news resources, our friends here at WKRN just arrived. We have some more. You can see News Channel 5 as well. So we have more news crews here as we're working to bring you different aspects of this story, bring you different viewpoints, being able to talk to some family members of employees here who are awaiting word. We're also trying to confirm a location for you if there is a reunification area, as well as a number that employees and families can call for information on employees, as well as what may be happening here on the ground. So stay with this page. We invite you to share this information. As we have more details, we'll be bringing that to you as well. Stay with us.
Crazy. I was also Layla sent me this clip. I guess you can hear the blast on a Ring camera. Let's see if I can play that. Oh wow. This is 21 miles away from the explosion. And Cody says the ground shook. I'll play that one more time. Wow. They're saying confirmed fatalities, how many unknown. There are reports that there are fatalities and several people unaccounted for. Emergency management says at least 19 people are missing. I'm told the blast happened close to the time of the regular shift change, so there could have been more people there. Oh, wow. Shift change. Could have been during shift change. One building was completely destroyed. This is believed to be building 6. No word on how many people were working inside. What else we got here? That's insane, man. That's just to see the whole place leveled like that to little pieces. It's just wow. see what else they're saying about this. So they are going to do another press conference update in 30 minutes. They didn't want to say much because I guess they want to go ahead and talk to family.
There's some things.
Parking lot too. I mean, even if you were sitting in the parking lot, you could have been killed.
An update at this hour just coming in from the newsroom. 19 people are missing following this explosion. Multiple people have been taken to the hospital. That's according to the Humphreys County Emergency Management Agency. No deaths confirmed by that agency, but sources are telling us that at least one person is dead. That source is on the scene and familiar with the situation unfolding. If you have family members who work at this plant, and by the way, we should mention the name of this factory is Accurate Energetic Systems, which is an explosives manufacturer. We're being told right now that family members can go to Gate 3 to try to get information from their loved ones. We've got multiple authorities that are working on this right now. Houston County authorities, Hickman County authorities, state police are involved, Humphreys County authorities on scene now as well. So if you're just joining us, we do have breaking news. This is out of Hickman County, where an explosives plant, there's been an explosion there, and we've learned that 19 people are missing because of this. We have confirmed with one source that one person is possibly dead, but the Humphreys County Emergency Management Agency, which is sharing the latest update about the number of missing, has not confirmed any deaths at this hour. Now, we did talk with multiple hospitals in the area. Ascension St. Thomas is one hospital that we've just been able to get a hold of. They say that they're aware of the situation. They have no patients yet, but they're going to keep us updated about whether or not that changes. Our team has reached out to Vanderbilt University Medical Center as well. Of course, we know that they have a trauma center there, and that's where perhaps patients could potentially be going. So if you live in this area, you already know that there are road blockages in effect right now. If you don't and you were planning on passing through, we should let you know that there is a major thoroughfare through that area that's currently closed.
See what this lady's saying.
This on AES, you're looking at their website here. They essentially make munitions and explosives for different agencies and sectors. So for the defense sector, for the commercial sector, they're making explosive pellets at this particular site and demolition charges as well. So on the commercial side, think, you know, oh, we got to make a road and blow up a piece of the old one to put in a new one. That's the kind of product that they're making there. Several different agencies from Hickman, Humphreys, Houston County, all of them out there working on this. We know the TBI, Homeland Security, and TOSHA are involved in the investigation as well. THP has set up a command post, and family members, if you have a loved one who works at this plant, you're being asked to go to Gate 3. That's where Workers and authorities are trying to connect everybody with the appropriate information. The explosion happened around 7:30 this morning at AES, which again is a manufacturer of explosives. It's unclear what exactly led up to the explosion, but we are hearing from people all over the mid-state who felt this and who heard this. We're talking people in Murray, Williamson, Decatur, Hickman, and Lewis counties.
Well, we were just sitting in our living room drinking coffee, and all of a sudden we heard just a massive boom. It was like a two-part boom, like a boom boom, but it shook the house. It rattled the windows. I mean, we thought something happened in our front yard. We were running outside, looking around, and didn't see anything.
As you can imagine, security cameras captured the moment of that explosion, and you can hear it in this video.
That's the video, yeah.
You can almost kind of feel it in that video as well, and you see the camera shake ever so slightly before hearing what sounds like the shattering of a window pane. A lot of different images and videos coming into our newsroom of this. Again, we have been hearing that family members who are looking for information about their loved ones go to Gate 3. That's where all of these emergency responders and HR with that company are going to be to try to connect you with the best information. All right, Stefano, this was such a big explosion that you were able to detect it on First Alert radar as well.
We were, and I actually have that image for you now, so if we can go ahead and bring that up. So our First Alert live radar, I mean, it can see into the atmosphere so well. And by the way, this is only loop you're going to see on radar here that actually picks up the entire explosion. Obviously, our thoughts go out to all those impacted by it. So this is the area you're looking for, just to the southeast of Hurricane Mills and just to the southwest of Milltown as well. When I put this loop into motion, you'll see that little blip pop up on the radar. That shows just how massive this explosion was. That big plume of smoke getting put into the air was so large that it was able to get picked up just by our First Alert live radar. So it really is incredible footage here just to kind of see that on radar. I know it doesn't look like a lot, but when the radar's picking up on something that small, or that large, I guess, in such a small area, you know it had to have been a big explosion. Now, as you're headed out the door today, if you have lunch plans this afternoon, we're sitting in the 70s. Might try to push near 80 in downtown Nashville, but that'll be it.
Wow, dude. Wow. So update coming up soon in about less than 30 minutes. Update coming. I mean, it's just insane to see the damage that's been done, and I don't know that you could think anybody survived that. Who knows how many people were inside of this building? I believe they were saying building 6 is completely leveled. Even if you were just in the parking lot, sitting in the parking lot, you could have got killed. Wow. Accurate energetic explosion. Accurate energetic systems. It's a risky job. And I wonder, is there underground parts to the building, or is it just above ground? And some of the helicopters there. This was 5 years ago. Accurate Energetic Systems announced expansion.
I serve as our Commissioner of Economic and Community Development, and today I'm going to serve as your brief MC.
In 2020, announced a $10 million expansion and 80 new jobs.
To assist with the run of show for what we're all. And I took a new and our counties on their morning commute.
Let's get right to that breaking news that we were following at the top of the hour. The Hickman County Sheriff's Office says multiple people are dead after an explosion in Tennessee. This is what the scene looks like in McEwen, Tennessee. This is Bucksnort area. Again, Hickman County, if you're familiar. That's about an hour west of Nashville. The fiery incident occurred at Accurate Energetic Systems, LLC. They specialize in manufacturing military explosives. Authorities just updated us that multiple people are dead, multiple people are in the hospital, and they are still searching for people. We will continue to bring you updates inside this newscast and inside the Local 3 News app.
How that open up? Oh, here we go. Okay. I'm checking to see for new updates while we wait for the press conference to start. This is going to be a mass casualty incident for sure. I think multiple fatalities. Building 6. Wow. What went wrong in this place? Produced and stored explosives, including bulk explosives, shaped charges, demolition kits, and specialized items for military, defense, aerospace, and demolition, mining, and oil industries. Crazy day, man. Holy. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. Al Qaeda. Google Maps. Oops. Accurate energetics systems. Before and after photos. Let's see. Wow. Oh, this was the place right here. Yeah. Before. That's the parking lot that we see all torn up. That's the building right there. That's after. Completely gone. AES. Accurate energetic systems trusted. Your partner in energetics. Manufacturing and processing of bulk explosives. We specialize in the creation of high grade explosives for demolition and ensuring rigorous quality and safety standards. Fabrication of energetic devices and demolition explosives. Load, assemble, pack operations. Casting of specialty melt pour explosives. For creating robust shaped charges and other explosive configurations. Pressing of explosive munition pellets. Explosive testing and characterization. TNT. Specialty coded formulations. Claymore. They do claymores too. Effective directional fragmentation. Prime contractor for PMCCS. Demolition charge. M2A4 15-pound. M3A1 40-pound. Demo charges. They got it all over there. C4. Working for AES. fun, exciting, fresh, we use state-of-the-art equipment and get explosive results. Oh boy. Time for a more exciting job. AES. It's like that's the website promo. Your future starts here. Wow. So I'm dead. What is that playing? Oh, it's playing that. Okay. Gone, gone, gone. Everything gone. They even have a Facebook page.
You to following breaking news after an explosion at the Accurate Energetic Systems on the Humphreys-Hickman County line. We are now hearing from TDOT that crews will close State Route 230, which is also called Tanyard Branch Road, just north of I-40, as those emergency crews make their way to the scene of this explosion. If you're in the area, be sure to avoid that area so crews can get their work done and get there safely.
Yeah, so this here's a live look from Sky 5. Mike, really quickly, we don't have a whole lot of time, but can you just give us one last look at what you're seeing out there?
Yeah, for sure. I understand this to be Building 6. It is a total loss. The explosion just completely leveled it. There's debris all up in the trees right here. The building is completely gone. There are several cars that have burned and are destroyed. If I pan down to what I presume to be the employee parking lot, a lot of these cars completely damaged, blown away from their parking spots. I mean, this car is at least 20 or 30 yards from the parking lot itself. They're all just completely totaled. You can see where the debris fell down into the parking lot. So a big scene here today. It's going to take first responders a long time to kind of get this sorted out.
And we've been keeping an eye on this, also doing research as to past events. Unfortunately, this is not the first explosion. There was one back in 2014 where there was a fatality. We showed you some footage from previous Sky 5 footage, and they do look completely different. This is devastating. We're going to continue to follow this breaking news as we go throughout not only the rest of our morning, but also the evening. We'll have more updates coming on throughout Talk of the Town. And of course, right now, Sky 5 is streaming live on Facebook, where you're able to see some of this devastation. I know a lot of y'all, you're trying to get in touch with friends, family members that work at this facility. We are doing our best to get all the information to you. This explosion was felt miles away from the actual location itself, upwards of 20 plus miles, also in the Duck River, feeling that explosion. And we're going to continue to compile all the information we have with a lot of these door cams. We're praying for safety, and we'll see you back here at 11.
Okay, so less than 10 minutes. If they're on time, we should be getting some type of update on this massive explosion. I have a couple of news pages ready, just refreshing to see if in case they go live over there. I want to wait till this this next official press conference update. Just like that. Man. Sounds like a dangerous job to have. Kind of wonder what kind of safety measures and precautions they have in place. I mean, the thing blew up the entire place. Was there somebody that messed up, made a mistake? Man. 12:55. Let's see if they give us an update in the next couple minutes. Put you guys up on the screen. Think it was an attack? Terror attack? It was probably some type of somebody screwed up. I mean, I don't know.
Keep helper handy.
Yes!
Okay. I have a live feed ready to go. Official speak out. So we'll see here. Hopefully, get an update. See if I can find us a live feed up there. I have one on the side. So another video, somebody's security camera. Oh, there we go. Got live feed, guys, for the press conference update.
It absolutely is, Amanda. I can't tell you that first responders from across the region have gathered here at this plant following that explosion, which has ended in tragedy. What we know at this point in time is there are multiple people who have been reported dead and at least 19 others who are missing. Now, officials tell us they have called in first responders from across the region, as I've mentioned, and this explosion was felt throughout the region as far as Franklin, according to some viewers that we have heard from. The sheriff described this as a very violent scene and says they're going to be out here for a few days. In terms of some of the loved ones of the people who work at the plant, they're encouraging them to go to a nearby gate for a reunification center. Take a listen to what he had to say moments ago. Now, officials did say that this scene is contained, but there could be some sounds of explosive in the area, so folks out here to be aware of that. For now, reporting here live in Hickman County, Jordan James, WSMV4.
You heard about it, like here George Day, like
Volume, I'll put it at the bottom next. It's like they got bad connection out there.
Mine's
reported feeling it. We've seen the explosion was so powerful that people in many different counties have reported feeling it. We've seen video of it shaking security cameras. So powerful, in fact, that First Alert meteorologist Stefano DiPietro says our radar even captured it, Stefano.
And our First Alert Live radar, Amanda, it scans the sky so frequently that we actually got that explosion to show up on radar. So this is the approximate location of where the plant is. You'll see with this little cycle here, the little radar loop, that you can see what was that plume of smoke when that explosion happened. I mean, it went so high and was such a large explosion that our radar actually picked up on it. And you can see how far that smoke actually traveled once that explosion did happen. So that just shows, I mean, how massive this explosion was, the damage that it caused. And, you know, we'll keep an eye on things and let you know as the updates come in.
Give us the press conference. Screen went dark now. They cut it out. I wonder if they're pushing it back.
Evacuated.
Maybe it got pushed back. Boom, boom. Maybe it's going to take them more time to gather all the information and reach out to families. Give it a few minutes, I figure. If not, we'll come back in a while. Then I guess when I come back and do the update.
A munitions plant. You can see I-40 off to the left under screen. We're currently about 3 minutes away from the location. We noticed.
Oh, listen, we've talked about it multiple times. It's an explosives facility, explosive manufacturing facility that works for the government or in other places too, commercial and everything else.
Plume of smoke. I'll pan up and show you that.
Man, it's crazy. Sizzling, burning.
This is reportedly at the Accurate Energetic munitions plant near the Hickman-Humphreys County line. It has been confirmed by first responders, and we can confirm it here just based on this large plume of smoke. As we get closer to the scene, we'll show you.
That was the explosion. I'm assuming it must have got pushed back. Yeah, this is a place that it's 8 specialized production buildings. They're saying building 6 exploded, I believe, completely leveled and gone. Um they also said that they had ongoing secondary explosions. Oh, really, Alice? I'm going to check that out. Thank you. I didn't know that. I'm going to have to update that. Manufactures and handles and stores energetic products and explosives aimed at defense, aerospace, and commercial demolition markets. Crazy, man. Crazy. Really condolences to all those families, man. I don't know how many dead, but they said multiple fatalities. Wow. All right. I think what I'll do is I'll come back in a bit. We'll see if we get an update. And we'll come back. It's been a pretty, I guess, crazy Friday. Protesters, but this is more serious than that. These people actually killed in this explosion. There's going to have to be an investigation to find out the cause of this. I don't know, man. If I worked at that facility in one of the other buildings, I'd probably consider quitting. I mean, man, is my life worth this shit? Crazy, dude. Let me see. It does look like Gaza, right? Wow. All right, yeah, I'll come back in a bit and update it then. Company owned by a woman? Oh, God. I mean, no, I'm. I did see on the web. Is that what it says on the website? I did see something about that on. We're stuck on a loop here. Certified Women's Business Enterprise. All right, guys. I'll catch you later. All right, I'll catch you later. We'll see what the update is, but really condolences. What a crazy, nasty ass explosion out in Tennessee. Wow. Website's just looping.